I wanted to show you guys about URLs and Google. Google is tracking you. It's tracking everything you do. See, I'm logged in here in my Google account. Even if I'm not, they're still going to track me. Look here in the status bar. That's the thing down very bottom down here. We see that tools.ietf.org. Right now I'm doing a search for URIs in HTML. Look at the first one and look in the status bar. That's this thing down below at the very bottom again. Now it looks like we have a URL. It says w3.org, addressing URLs, URI spec. Now watch what happens if I right click on that. Give me some menu options. If I move my mouse over that menu again, now look in the status bar, we have a Google redirect URL. So what happens is that when Google.com notices that I've clicked on that, it'll change the URL to be a redirect so that way Google can monitor every page that I go to. And that's just in the search. Now you see that I'm logged in. What happens if I log out? Well, if I log out, they're going to still try and figure out who exactly I am. And then they're going to try to combine that not logged in data with whatever that they know about me so that they can continue to build my profile. Be it in a incognito, private browsing, whatever you want to call it, they're going to try and figure it out from my IP address, from the plugins that I have installed, from everything. And all this is possible because of Brendan Eich's fantastic invention of JavaScript and the way that it is designed in the web browser. JavaScript makes it possible, makes it easy for subversive organizations to abuse this technology, and they are abusing it. And what they're doing is they're doing a redirect here. Now what I want to say is that redirects, temporary redirects, are intended in HTTP so that when you change something on your server, that you can put in a redirect and the old URL is still going to work. You can say, well, temporarily we're going over to this page over here. So we got permanent redirects and we got temporary redirects. Temporary redirects are not intended to be used as tracking mechanisms. Okay, so when we go back here to this page right here, talking about URIs, issues in the back button in Google as well. We're talking about URIs, talking about what those things actually mean. And URIs are supposed to be permanent. And if you have a URI that is not permanent, it's got some file extension, it's got a bunch of junk on there, a query string that's meaningless, that's not a good URI. Cool URIs don't change. See right here in the W3C? So that's actually there. I don't know what happened there. But the URI should not change. Now what Google's done is it's hijacked the entire web. Any web search that you do, you're going to get back a Google URL that is specifically set there so that the Google can track you. Now that intercepts every request that you make on the Google search results, slows everything down for you. The only benefit is so that Google can track you, figure out what you're searching for, monitor what you're searching for, and help to modify what you see in those search results. This is a gigantic spying mechanism, and it's a misuse and an abuse of the technology. It's not what it was designed to be used as. Redirects are being misused by Google in a subversive, perverted way to track and monitor you all over the web. And this is where we should be fighting back. People who are writing the specifications, the people who are working on these APIs, should be saying no. Google should not be doing this. This is wrong. So why aren't they? It's a great question. I wonder who's paying for a lot of this HTML5 developer groups. I wonder who's paying for the Google developer conferences. Oh, well, it's Google, isn't it? It's a public-private partnership. If this doesn't make you upset about how Google has subverted and hijacked the entire web, you got to check your pulse. You got to figure out what's wrong with you. If this doesn't make you upset, there's something wrong with you.